Welcome back, everyone, to Keene, New Hampshire. Beautiful Yankee lanes here in Keene. Our host, Jeff Barden, adding $1,000 to this NEBA Open Singles event of 16. Broadcast partner, Brian.
All right, Bruce, how you doing?
Had a very way round. 3 guys.
I say 207?
You said 207. I went down, and it turned out you were off by 5. And it was Clausen, Brandon Vallone, and Dennis Beeson off. Clausen and Beeson at perfect and went down off, and Brandon Vallone and Beesonet was out before the one ball. So very exciting roll-off we had there. And Jason Payne, thanks for the shout-out to Jeff. Fantastic host here. Really good stuff. This is NEBA 4. Again, we have 16 finalists here going for 8 spots. It is by score. It is not by match play. And Gas, who do we have? I can tell what we have in the title pairs here is Tony Bennett and David Samar. And winner right next to Justin on the right is John Wilbur. Yesterday.
So we talked about this yesterday.
Perry.
It's a random draw because there's no bracket.
It's computer random, because people were pointing out yesterday that guys would end up on the same pair.
The reason why I say is because it's
on the same pair now.
Right.
Right, good point.
But it's completely random.
It is completely
computer generated. We used to draw chips. But to speed it up a little bit, plugs in the numbers 5 through 20.
Yep.
Well,
to really screw the computer.
So, as soon as he knows the 16 bowlers that advance, he's just randomly drawing a number aside.
Fool around drawing. We don't have any of this weight, any of this
right,
stuff.
because it takes time for 16 people to go up and draw a chip, like we used to do with the high roller years ago. You know, you draw, you stand in line.
I remember.
Right?
Eyes, you draw. That too. Yeah.
BYE. What lane is that?
What lane is that?
What lane is that?
The ka-ching lane is what that is. That's the ka-ching. Throwing it hard
so
again.
16 bowls are still like 40. Bowls are Tyler Hearn, Joe Skiana, Tristan Erickson, Ricky LaRouche, Tony Bennett, Dave Samard, Alex Aguiar, Justin Barcombe, John Wilbur, Eric Copping, Tyler Perry, Brandon Vallone, Jay Johnson, and Nick Perone.
Patterns Singles Challenge, customized pattern made just for this place. And 38 feet, 26.6 mils, 4-to-1 ratio. And you have quite a bit of dry outside of. And then a ramp from 5 to 10. Pretty much flat across Gas, but it seems to be opening up a little bit because we definitely saw some scores last time.
Right. True.
Some tough players, some really, I think the hard throwers are gonna make it through this. This is not a soft stroking, be nice to it at the bottom type pattern. You got to really
because you really can only go left to a certain point, right? Because
there's no hold.
There's just nothing to push the ball to the right if you get far enough left, right?
Yep.
So you either got to ball down or throw harder.
Which a lot of people did.
Ball down or throw harder.
Or throw harder, which I did. And sure enough, it was. You saw a lot of people throwing as hard as they could. So
no, don't get me wrong. We're left of where we were when they were fresh, but not. You just can't keep going left and just pitching it to a spot because it just won't get across the lane to get to the spot.
Hey, Gas, I'm hearing we're cutting in and out a little bit. I wonder if it's the internet here. I did get a warning on slow internet. Hey, guys, can you chime in and let us know how strong the signal is, please? As you're listening to us, we're watching the comments here. We have had some issues with the internet here. Sometimes we have to go reset the router, and then we get a better live stream uplink speed, if you will, and a more steady signal. So please give us that feedback if you don't mind.
I'm hearing it's bad.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Are you on the router or are you on the 5G like we were yesterday?
No, we're on the router, and in fact, we did reset their their access point. So we did do that, but we'll have to see what's going on. So more and more people coming on the feed. So I hope, and we got some really exciting players here. This is going to come down to an exciting final. So let's hope we can keep this internet up and running. Bennett and David Samar both starting with doubles. Once again, eliminator format here, Gas. Oh, okay. Thank you, Stephen. Yeah, I guess it must have been bad last round if you're saying for 10 minutes. We just got on here, so there we go. So Gas, 136 entries, 32 qualifiers. Eliminator format, as we've said several times, 18 seniors, 9 super seniors, 8 women. High qualifier, Tyler Perry, 971 at 12:30. We did bowl only 4 games with 3 on a lane, and we re-oiled between squads. So each squad, 9 in, it turned out to be 1 o'clock, had fresh oil. Then we cut to the top 32 and did not re-oil, so we're on the burn. We are now on game 6, 7 on this oiling, right, Gas?
6.
Games,
4 qualifying.
4 qualifying, then we had a 32, and now we got a 16, right?
Yeah.
This is game 6. Mike Fortier led the 9 a.m. squad. Cuts were 8:48, 48 over for the 9 a.m. squad, and 8:09 Jay Johnson for the 12:30 squad. At large cut was 20 over. So, reasonably low scores, and they were tricky, I will tell you. A lot of friction out. You tried to go up the lane and use the friction, and it would hook early. You tried to swing to the friction, and it would lay off, and sometimes even go a little bit, act like OB. So it was frustrated a lot of players.
I'm glad you figured it out, because
and
I still don't know.
And you had to throw it. You had to throw it pretty hard. I mean, to try to keep it online. So because it was only 38 feet, even though it was actually more oil than yesterday, you had to throw it quite hard to keep it online. So. Like perfect for a fire bowler like Alex, as it turns out. So he likes to throw it hard and that. So now the antithesis to this is Ricky LaRoche, who I had Ricky right next to me in the qualifying, and he was just soft stroking it up 5, 6, 7, and boy, he had the lane. He had a great shot. So it just goes to show, whatever you think, the conventional wisdom is. Depending on your rev rate, low rev rate players could just lay it outside and have a pretty good look. And I watched Brandon Vallone kind of use his normal kind of slow stroke, purple hammer, 12 to 6, whatever it was, and he made it work. Had a good last game to get in. And it wasn't quite a total grind. There were some guys could open it up, but most of the time, I don't know about you guys, but I was grinding. It was hard to strike sometimes. I know you.
I'll tell you what it was for me. I struck 10 times in 4 games, and I was still had a chance to make the cut in the last 5 frames, or close to it.
Right, only 40 under.
I was just like,
right.
I couldn't strike all day, but I kept it in play. I made most of my spares, and but I didn't shoot myself in the foot. Like I just literally never got anything going all day.
Yeah, I ended up 60 over, missed 4 makeables. And the super senior cut was 40. The whoever made it was shot 240 the last game. I think he was out now. It was Curtis somebody. So that was.
I had one game where I struck once. I had one game where I struck twice, and I had another game where I struck once.
There you go. So there you go.
And then in the other game, I think I hit.
And so it would hook early, and then you'd move, and then it wouldn't make it to the
pocket.
Well,
I was the other way around. I would have the ball labor down lane, and then I would try and move right and would hook early.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, same idea. So,
but I was going
the opposite,
right.
But either way, it's
I was crossing with guys who were throwing urethane, and in 18 minutes of practice, they got a little wishy-washy at the end of practice for me, and never struck the whole game.
Yes, I have some very interesting news about this round. The winners of this round, the top 8 bowlers in this round, will fill out the field for the $10,000 Paul Forey Memorial Series, sponsored by Chris Forey and Buddy's Pro Shop. We have currently 56 of the 64 that we need, and so far, Gas, if you can believe it, we only have 5 repeats. 5 repeats out of 56 bowlers Is that incredible?
It's pretty hard to believe.
So we have 56. 56 minus 5 is 51 unique bowlers already in the finals for the Paul Forey Memorial.
And I'm
that's
looking
amazing.
at the list over your shoulder right now, and I'm just looking for a name, and I don't see it. And the most shocking thing is Bill Webb. Is
No
Bill
way.
Webb's name not on that list?
That's not possible. That's not possible, but it might be possible. I don't think Bill Webb's name is on this list.
It's not.
Is that incredible? How is that even possible? It's not here. That's amazing.
So it's safe to assume he might be one of the ones that gets in on points.
Good call there. We'll see what happens. But anyway, the top 8 are going to make it in, and we'll see if there's any repeats. And again, the way it works is we take the top 64 over the last few events. We've been rounding out this list, and any repeats will come off the points list. So the next number of points in there are people that will make it. And then, Gas, as we get down to the finals, our first survivor will be October 1st and 2nd at the singles. This is the KR Strike Force event at East Providence Lanes. It'll be 64 bowlers starting at 9 a.m. And we will cut that down to 48 bowlers, who will then bowl on October 22nd at Yankee Lanes in Manchester, the other Yankee Lanes. And then we'll cut it down to 36, and they will be in the finals. And now we have, and from there we have a 20-person prize list. So we'll have 2 eliminator cuts.
Tony Bennett
Then
front
we'll have
6.
top 20 prize list, and top prize will be $2,000 for the Paul Forey Memorial. And Tony Bennett, front 6, looking completely lined in. And how's Alex doing here? He's going to flag a 6-pin. He just shot 260 on this pair, and now he's going to come back, and you'd think it would be the blessing from heaven to be on the same pair, but unfortunately it's not working out very well right now. So, Gas, some other stuff coming up. We have the Masters weekend coming up, August 20th. The seniors, sponsored by Chicago Sam's. The women, sponsored by BowlingSeriously.com. And then on August 21st, we have the Masters. Those are dedicated events, senior event and women's event. Tony Bennett, front 7. Smoking 'em hoss. Then on August 21st, we have the Masters event sponsored by Tony and Susie Renaud, Bloomfield Electric, Roger Burrell, and GMS Decorative Concrete, our friend Clay Schwartz. And then, Gas, 9 on September 17th and 18th, we have my tournament coming up. Really looking forward to it. It's the Vincent Hall Memorial Doubles, and it's $6,000 added money. It'll be at Auburn. It'll be a Saturday qualifying, 10 games of qualifying on 2 different patterns, 2 different 5-game blocks. And we have 50 lanes that we can accommodate 50 teams. That's it. So 50 teams only. So if you're not signed up, get signed up. Any 2 champions can bowl together. That includes regional champions, national champions. As long as you're qualified to bowl a NEBA, you can bowl with any partner you wish. So we're doing that. We're going to have 1 long pattern and 1 short. And then the finals will consist of, I don't know if you happen to see that shot on 10, Gas. That's a classic shot that Ricky LaRoche is making work. He just kind of dumps it up 5, 6. I hate to use the word dump because he's really throwing it well. Up 5, 6, 7, and it just rolls right into the pocket. It's beautiful. So we're going to have a long and a short pattern, Gas. We'll have the long for 5 games, short for 5 games on Saturday. Then on Sunday we'll have 1 lane long, 1 lane short. We'll have 2-game Baker matches. 12 teams make the finals.
Okay, so hold on.
And we'll have round robin, and then the top 3 will make a step ladder.
So the whole 10 games of qualifying is on Saturday?
Correct.
Okay.
All the qualifying is on Saturday, so if you miss, you go home. Top 12 teams come back on Sunday, and we'll start. Then we'll have 12 games of round robin.
Okay, so it's like a...
Yep.
Okay, so...
And then we'll have a top 3 step ladder.
Only the teams that qualify come back Sunday.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And another beautiful shot by Ricky LaRoche. Love watching him work this pattern. It's just amazing. Now here's Tony Bennett working his way down. We did have a 300 this morning, Gas, if you remember.
This morning I wasn't here. I didn't come
that's
till
right.
afternoon.
You weren't here. I'm trying to remember who it was. It was Mike Fortier.
Oh, that's right. I walked in right when he did it.
You walked in right when he did it. Yeah, he was on my pair.
Gold Rhino Pro.
Gold Rhino Pro, like I said, 1990s.
Yeah.
Ball,
right when I walked
300, high qualifier, or second high qualifier, I should say, but that was it. So So that's what's coming up. It's going to be exciting, and we're going to have fun. Hey, Mr. Forey, how are you? Chris Forey coming in, fresh from his flight from Houston. How are you, buddy?
He's leaving. That's how he's doing.
Can we get a headset on you? No headset? Can't get a headset on you, my friend, huh? We're halfway through. Now, you don't want to tell us about the Lucy?
He's
even
going
for 5
home.
minutes? Oh, come on. We talked him into it, and we guilted him into it. We guilted him into it. There you go, my friend. There you are. Gee. Do you know how that thing works,
there we
my
go.
friend?
I think I was on at Newington. Was that our last tournament?
Might have been.
I think I was on for a while.
Yes, I think you might have been. I think you know the ropes. And
Yeah.
thank you for the tip on resetting the internet. That was helpful.
Right.
Although we are having a slow feed even now. People are complaining, so we might have to go.
Well, they said it's
reset
okay
again,
now.
so.
It was bad for a
Well,
time. but
it
now
gave me another warning.
Oh, did it?
In here, so
Yeah,
we might
but
reset again. So
If you're
we'll
watching
see.
from your phone, you'll be able to see how bad it is.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Doesn't
So
look like
anyway,
doesn't look like it's lagging.
hey, congratulations. You bowled well, Lucy. A lot of guys did well.
Yeah,
I
they
know you
were,
watching your guys down there. And now, did Prather make it?
No.
Did he didn't make it?
So Stu Williams said to me yesterday after the first game, he goes, what happens when you beat your guys? Do they give you a refund? Because this happened at the Masters, too. Because Barnes said that to me at the Masters, so it must be that Beef and Barnesy thing. So
He's funny.
So Stu says that to me. I go, well, it's only game one. We'll see what happens. Well,
that was only one game.
but I beat all but one guy.
Oh, jeez.
So I said, I sent Stu a text on the way home. I go, I think I should get like 10% kickback or something, right?
Maybe you should.
He goes, yeah. He started laughing. Yeah,
Well, why don't you pay yourself for wearing that Buddy's Pro Shop patch? You can.
I had to find a patch yesterday. I had to go ask Packy. I didn't have any.
Oh, jeez, that's embarrassing.
They were
I'm
in my
sorry to
room.
hear that.
They were in my room.
Well, anyway, how was the atmosphere down there? I know it was 160 teams, 40 qualifiers.
I got to tell you, it's my first time there.
It's
I
exciting.
can't wait to go back.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard things. Matt and Nicole bowled for a couple of years, and they did very well.
They did. Yeah, they made it.
They did very well. They made top
last
8.
Time they made it. Yeah, top
Yep.
8. Yeah.
They put on. It reminds me of like what Hardy did as strikers, but even like 10 times of that atmosphere. I kind of thought Hardy did a really good job when he did it.
Yeah.
But they really get the players involved there. So the players run the raffles. The players they make all the announcements. So like she's not doing it.
I know they had a Calcutta that was $93,000.
Well, then they call it a butterfly effect.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What's that?
It's because Calcutta is the illegal. Because you can't gamble. You can't.
Oh, the
you're not-
butterfly effect. No, there was no. Forget what I said there. There was just. It's all play chips.
They went to the. They had to go to they went to a bar like next to the bowling center because
Yeah.
it's just
it's
again,
just play chips. It's all.
Yep,
You know,
so, like,
it's for pride.
I think somebody went for 4,500 and
Yeah.
I went for 100.
Ander went for 50.
Oh,
Dollars.
so Wesley Lowe
Yeah.
got me for 100.
Oh, did he? Okay.
He sends me a message. He goes, "You want to chop it?"
Oh,
and
gee, what a bargain.
Alex is like, "I'll go in with you." And I'm like, "Oh, it was 100." He goes, "I forget it." But I'm like,
Yeah, so that's
Alex is
not
like, "I
worth it.
can't believe you only went for 100." I'm like, "Well, they know I'm bowling, so."
So speaking of Alex shot 260 on this pair last
He came and
game.
told me.
And now he's got buck 80
220,
pace.
228 if he can go
Yeah,
sheet.
228 sheet.
He's going to need to go sheet probably. Scores are actually
Scores
lower.
are lower this
they're,
round.
They're low. Yeah,
Other than
everybody's
Tony.
moved.
Other
I
than
thought
Tony.
2-0 would be a good game, and then about halfway through, I'm like, I need to get to 220.
He bet 207.
I said 207.
I said lower, and ended up three-way at 212, as you know.
Yeah, it was 212, but I thought it was going to be about 217. I thought 217 with 220s, that was going to be the number halfway through the game because I'm like, oh my God, there's strikes.
What's your take on the pattern, Chris? I know it was
Okay, it's
very sparky dry off the edge, especially if you went up it.
I never got near the gutter.
But if you swung to it, you could
I never
really
got there.
COB. Never got there. You were in.
I threw urethane and played.
Urethane in.
Same idea I had last year, which was throw urethane around 7 to 12 area, keep it in the track.
Use the
and
track.
actually try to knuckleball, and so you actually had left if I knuckleballed it.
Okay, yeah.
And then, there were a couple pairs where I did have to, or the third game pair I had to move right, but because we found out that somebody threw plastic.
Oh, no kidding. Is that right?
And my ball first shot didn't hook, and I'm like, I think this is the pair of plastic was used on.
Yeah, it could be.
But literally, I just tried to play like more up the track, and with the urethane, and not really do much to it. In match play, I just never got warmed up good. It's like the bullpen guy. They call you in, you're like, I'm not ready to go.
Not ready. All right, let's take a second here and
Yeah, go
watch
ahead.
Tony Bennett try to shoot 300.
And Tony snuck in at the number.
He was the number
He
at
got
20
in because
over.
Jay
Oh,
Johnson made the
Jay
squad.
Johnson.
I don't worry. I remember we were all tracking
and
all
Jay
this.
doubled, I think, or did
did.
something
Jay shot
good.
230 something.
Because Jay had
to make
plus
it, yeah.
30 in the morning, and then he bowled again.
Yeah.
Yep. So bowling again, and Jamie Silva. So the two of them getting in got him in,
Yeah.
and the seniors too. So he had a little bit of everything working for him.
Tony Bennett, front 9. Here in lane 12. And that could go. And gets it high. Can't get the trip 4. Wiggles it.
I think that's enough to advance, though.
But that would
That
be a
should be enough.
270 something. So good for him. Now, interesting here, the Ericsson, Ricky LaRouche group are only in their 6th frame, actually 7th frame now.
Well, but even Alex is only in the
So
7th, too.
What's going on? So these guys
Not
have
slow
all
bowling
struck.
here.
Yeah.
These guys have struck like crazy.
These guys were just striking.
Yeah, I bowl with Tony and Lee. He doesn't fool around. He gets up and goes.
This was the same pair yesterday that they were bombing in match play too, right? That was the
These
5-0, 5-0.
was.
These couple pairs are a little bit
11
better
and
here.
12.
11 and 12
This
yesterday.
11 and 12 had 2 500
That round of
sets
4, yeah.
in the round of 4. It was Wilbur and,
Wow.
the 2 that ended up in the final. So Alex and Evan Throw.
Apparently,
and
you want the
Wilbur and
random
Barker.
draw you 11 and 12,
Yeah.
if you can help it.
Well, and we were saying, Chris, it's a computerized random draw. In fact,
It is.
even now, Alex just drew the same pair twice.
I like the chip idea
maybe
better
to his
personally.
chagrin.
So I'm going to talk to
It
the
takes a
staff
little
about it.
longer, you know.
I know,
we're
but
just trying to get
but
this
there's
done
less.
quickly. Less debate over the mysteriousness of it. I understand it's unseen.
I just think the
and
chips
blah,
are
blah,
pretty
blah,
cool.
blah,
It's pretty neat to. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
it goes slower because like Dan's got to call every person's name to come up
Yeah.
and draw.
blah. Yeah.
I get it, but I think the chips are just a neat idea.
Well, we like computers here at NEBA.
We do.
technology
But I
people.
think that's like
a
the one
random
little
number
thing.
generator is a cool thing. So it is working. So
I'm
It
old,
is.
I'm
There
old
you go.
enough to remember when we used to draw chips for the first round of match play.
Oh, me too. Tyler Perry just ran a
I used to make cuts
strikeout.
then.
Let's see what's going on with him. Let's.
Tyler's got a chance at 58. He can go out for 58. So currently he's into two teens already.
Yeah, Tyler's a lock at 210. His partner going at a 206 pace.
Copping's
Copping's cruising.
Copping's into two
That's
teens.
Malone. Brandon Malone looking at 2-0.
The pairs that are struggling are like
Yeah,
7 and
down
8
here.
and 5 and 6.
5 and 6. Randy Hagamoser up now.
Whoever's getting up at letter A is
And
out of
Mike
wood.
Fortier.
That's only
I
180.
think that's Fortier who's got
Yeah, he's out of wood.
162 in the 9th.
Yeah, he's out of wood.
So he could be done. And he's looking pretty dejected.
Even at 190, you never know. Could be okay.
Well, the scores are
Two.
definitely lower. Let's keep
So
keep
2,
adding.
3,
Here's
4,
Randy Hagamoser in his 9th frame.
5. So Jay Johnson needs to go sheet because Jay's got. Let me see the binoculars real quick. I forget.
Hold on 1 second. Hagamoser at a 2-teen pace. Here you
There you
go.
go.
Trying to see what Jay's got.
The official TechVision vision enhancers.
So Jay's got 82 in the 6th with a double up. Jay Johnson.
How about LaRoche? You watching him, Chris?
I saw him
Ryan?
playing out.
Oh man, he's just pooping it up there. Soft handing it. Lays right under the pattern. It's beautiful.
Alex got to get
Here's
him all
Alex. You got a
228.
double and
Oh,
bucket.
bucket.
That's going to be
He ain't going to be happy.
50, 70, 205 maximum now for
That
Alex.
still might be okay, though.
That could do it.
He needs to make it. Make the spare, Alex.
Now Justin Barcombe can go sheet for
08.
208.
So,
And
but to
here's
Lucy, I will say
Erickson.
that the people there, they put on, it was amazing. The Pro-Ams, both Pro-Ams are sold out.
Really amazing.
All 44 lanes.
Wow. 223 for Copping. That's going to be good.
Yeah, he's
233, excuse me.
Yeah, he's good. Big spare for Alex there.
Yeah.
But the players are really involved. So, like, they're doing the announcements. They're doing all the raffle stuff. They're going around selling the tickets. They get everybody. So, and the players seem like they want to be there to help out.
And it's for breast cancer, we should be clear.
Yes.
I
Oh,
don't
absolutely.
even know where the name Lucy came from. It's not on the official title.
Yeah, I think maybe the person that somebody might have passed away at.
Oh, really? In honor of?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brandon Malone just went 4-6. And where is he
That's
at?
going to get
Can
him
I
in the
have
190s.
Can I
I
have
think
the,
that's going to only get him in the one.
I can tell you right now,
let's see.
that's going to put him at 191 with 2 pins.
Yep. Or 190 with 2 pins.
Yeah, I think he has 80. I think he has 82 there, Bruce. in the
82,
ninth.
that's
right.
right, yeah.
So, 91 with
Oh,
2
he's got
pins.
7 split. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought he had 6.
Oh, Perone just
All
goes
right.
high for 6.
Uh-oh.
Can you see Perone
Let's
from
see.
here?
Yeah, I can. Perone, 6 with a split.
He's out of wood.
172, 180 something if he doesn't convert.
Yeah.
And his partner's just
Jay Johnson.
doubled.
Jay Johnson's got a triple now.
He's got a triple. He can go sheet for 202.
Kid didn't get it. So can you see the kid's score? He got 3. So 181.
Yes, I can. So Nick Perone,
181, right?
81. Look at these eagle eyes.
181 there. 181 for Perone.
181.
He's going to go a little walking. So, yeah, Andrew bowled great, too. I mean, I saw the scores. I didn't get to stay, but.
He shot a 197 over. He's very proud.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice that people are telling me I bowled well, and I'm thinking I didn't bowl very good.
Yeah. He was deep. He was really proud because he was using some of the techniques you taught him about. Put the sticky note at the same point, at the same break point.
It up.
No matter how far you move, you still get to it. And he was really proud of that. He had a lot of back end at the end, and he was really working the pattern.
The pattern was
well.
pretty slick down lane.
Was it?
Yeah, so I tried playing that where others didn't. So that was another shot for Jay.
Brandon Malone's going to end up 190.
And Jay's got, can you see Jay? Jay I think had 82, so 12, 40, 70. So Jay, I think, can go out for 202 maybe?
Jay did strike in the 10th. He can go 202 with another strike.
Yep.
Well, another double. Another strike.
He needs one more to get a double, yep. So Barkham's done because he's only going to be 170.
Yep.
So
and Alex looking at 195. Could 195 hang on?
Alex needs a double for 2-0. That's a one away broken for 216. So Erickson will make it. I'm going to call that.
For Erickson. Yeah, I think you're right.
187 for Skiana.
Look at Ricky LaRoche at 204 pace right now.
214 for Randy. So Randy's going to be good.
Yes, sir. And Max 192 for Fortier. So
we have to remember we're only taking 8, so that actually changes things a little bit. So we got 2 here, 3,
187 for who's 187 here?
Which one are you looking at? 187 with Skiana.
Skiana, okay.
It's going to be like 2-0.
Yeah.
So Alex needs a double. Alex needs a double.
And buckets.
So
73, 193 maximum available for
Alex. That might
Alex.
be the number. He might need to make it.
He could still make it. And
so
here's LaRoche. Blows the rack and gets himself to the 2 teens. Huge shot there for Ricky LaRoche.
He's in.
And
so you get to take 2 guys, 4 guys, 5 guys, 6 guys.
Let's just count the deuces. 1, 2,
7 deuces altogether.
3,
plus Randy's 8.
4, 5.
So we're into the deuces now.
6, 7.
So Alex is out. Because you have a deuce by Jay.
I've already got 8 deuces.
I got 8 deuces
I've got 8
too.
deuces already on the board.
I got 202 is the low number right now.
Right. That's right. And that's what it looks like, 202.
So
what's that? 202. Looks like 202.
We're pretty quick at this.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I got to go home, though.
We can count to 8 quickly. We're good at that. Hey, thanks for coming.
4's going to be a lot easier.
Chris, thanks for coming. I really appreciate you stopping by.
No problem, guys.
I know you had a long flight and you got to get home, see the family. So
yeah, it was good, though. I can't wait to get back to Lucy next year. Hopefully it's not on the same weekend as Keene, so I don't have to do this. Hop on a plane real quick.
I flew and watched Andrew last year. It was a great experience, and I really wish I could have done it again, but I wanted to be here. So.
No, exactly. I mean, yesterday I had a decision: do I help my guys or do I come home? And I was like, I want to come home and support NEBA. So
we basically had four sellout squads here, essentially.
Yeah, it's
this morning we just had a few no-shows, but other than that, we've had 3 on the lane for 4
it tells you how much people love Jeff and his team. So
Jeff, everything about this place is just great. So. All right, looking like 202. Yes,
that's what we're believing.
That's what we think.
Pretty sure
because you got him at 220, right?
202 is going to be the cut. The 8 bowls that are going to advance are Hagemoser, Erickson, LaRouche, Bennett, Smard, Copping, Perry, and Jay Johnson.
Jay Johnson throwing the last 5.
Last 5. He was at 112.
Well, he was 82. He was 82 in the 6th.
80. Yeah, and 112 in the 7th, and he punches for 202.
Yeah.
And there's LaRouche clutch. Look at that, right up the piker.
You know, if he can do that enough. The problem I had on lane 8, the lane just sparked. So where I was like, oh, this will be okay when I go to your thing. I can probably strike out, and that lane just sparked.
And I think we're done. We're pretty sure it's 202, but we're going to wait for the official announcement. And then we'll sign off. Say goodbye to Mr. Forey. LaRouche 224, yeah.
No, you got it. We got the number.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we're going to call it at 202 and sign off, guys. We'll be right back. And Chris, thanks. Have a safe drive home.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks, bud.
I hope to see everybody at the Masters.
With the Masters coming up, and then the Vincent Hall Memorial we were talking about.
We have a lot of great stuff coming up.
Any 2 bowlers can bowl each other. We're talking about long and short pattern Saturday qualifier.
I don't know how this works. So
Saturday qualifier, 5 games on short, 5 games on long. Top 12 teams.
Maybe 50, I'm not ready
50,
for this.
50
I didn't know that
50
because
teams
it's
max.
if you look on the thing, it says medium. So
50
that's.
I know. Well, okay. Well, it averages
if you
out
take a
to-
long
it
and a
averages
short-
out to
Yeah, right,
medium,
okay,
So, you
yeah.
know, hey, it works. So 50 teams max, 12 teams make the finals, 12 come back the next day.
Oh, I
and
didn't realize it
bowl.
was a 2-dayer.
2-dayer, Saturday
So I guess I
qualifier.
need to sign up.
You better sign up. 50 teams max. I'm already signed up with Andrew.
I'm afraid to ask Chris who he's bowling with.
Who you bowling with?
Salamini,
Oh,
currently.
Oh, there you go.
Well, it
Okay.
was supposed to be Webb, and then Webb forgot that he told me. Now he's bowling with Jay Johnson.
Okay.
wow.
All
So I
right.
wanted to reach through the
I'm
phone and
surprised
choke
Webb
out.
didn't. I'm very curious who Alex is going to bowl with.
So
Or if he's
Alex
gonna
and
bowl.
Webb originally I thought we were going to bowl, but then Webb said Alex didn't say anything. So I said something to Webb like 3 months ago. I'm like, hey, you and I can bowl together. He's like, okay. And then leaving Newington, I'm like, just a reminder, we're supposed to be bowling at the over-under. And he goes,
Yeah,
oh, my
remember?
God, I told
Yeah.
Jay Johnson I'd bowl him at Chicopee.
Whoopsie.
I'm like, well, I'll find somebody.
Well,
So
there you go.
Salamini, I said, I'll bowl with you.
All right. Okay, we'll talk
See
more
you soon,
about that
bud.
later, guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
see you
guys
later.
have a great one. Good job.
All right, take care. Safe trip home, Chris.
Thank you.
NEBA bowlers. Cut for round 2 was 202. Cut for round 2 was 202.